Hello everyone, welcome to the second session of civics class for class 9. So as we were discussing the chapter 2, what is democracy? Why democracy? So we are discussing in the last session about the Pakistans. We easily distinguish whether the Pakistan was a democratic country or not. So before starting that, please turn page number 27. We'll start today free and fair electoral competition. So we have already discussed what is democracy. I already told you the democracy. What is the definition of democracy, isn't it? So democracy means democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. That means we the people elect the rulers. That means the leaders. We have right to choose. But in non-democratic countries like dictatorship, monarchy, military dictator, in this type of rule, the people don't have right to choose their leaders. Now let's talk about China. We already know in China there is a communist party. A ruling party is a communist party. So in China, elections are regularly held after every 5 years, as it is done in India. In our country also, after each and every 5 years, we have an elections. But the elections which is held in India and the election which is held in China is totally different, is vast different. So after each and every 5 years, there is an electing the country parliament called National People Congress. In Chinese, we call it Guangguo Rinmin Daibyo Dahui, that means a National People Congress. The National People Congress has the power to appoint the president of the country. That means this National People Congress have right to choose the or appoint the president. Because why? It has nearly 3,000 members elected from all over the China. That is 3,000 members in National Assembly. That means in the National People Congress, 3,000 members are already there in this party. So some members are elected by the army. Some contesting elections, a candidate needs the approval of the Chinese Communist Party. That means the ruling party. If I want to, supposedly I am not the candidate from the National People Congress, but I just want to contest the elections. Before that, I need to get a permission from whom? From the Chinese Communist Party. I should get an approval from there, then only I am allowed to contest the elections. In China, only those who are members of Chinese Communist Party, those who are member of this Chinese Communist Party, or 8 smaller alliance power, those who are in the alliance power allied with the Communist Party, they were only allowed to contest elections. The government is always formed by the Communist Party. Whoever contests election in China, but there are always a ruling power from Communist Party. So that means, like you can say, if you just run 100-meter race, that means if you run alone, you are first, you are second, you are third, and you are last. The same thing happens in China over here. May other candidate come to contest elections, but the ruling party is always from the Communist Party. Let's talk about Mexico. What happens in Mexico? Mexico holds elections after every 6 years to elect its president. After 6 years. In India, 5 years. China, 5 years. But in Mexico, after 6 years, they elect president. There is an elections to elect a president. But until 2000, what happened? Every election was won by party called PRI, that is Institutional Revolutionary Party. Till 2000, this PRI won the election. This party won the elections always. In Mexico, the opposition's party, they did contest elections, but never managed to win as a PRI. That means they never managed to win Institutional Revolutionary Party. Why? because this PRI was well known for the use of many dirty tricks to win elections. So that means everybody knew that this PRI, whenever they vote in voting system, whenever they contest elections, they always use dirty tricks to win the elections. So that is the reason till 2000 this PRI, they always won the election. Now elections, what type of elections should be there? That means elections should be always free and fair. So that is the reason in democracy country, that means a democracy must be based on a free and fair elections where those currently in power have a fair chance of losing. So that means the people should given right to vote to choose the correct leaders, choose their representative, the right representative. Now let's come to one person, one vote, one value. In this topic, like there are many instances of denial of equal right to vote. In Saudi Arabia, what happened? Until 2015, in Saudi Arabia, women did not have the right to vote. Now think, till 2015, Saudi Arabia women did not have right to vote. For an example, we have done French Revolution, right? In that also, the women, they did not have right to vote. We read they fought more than 200 years for the single vote, for the right to get a right to vote. They fought more than 200 years. The revolution started in 1789, and finally what happened in 1946, they got a right to vote. Who? The women of France. So that means somehow we can say women were discriminated. In Saudi Arabia, the women were not allowed to drive the car also. So this type of things that we see in different many countries. Now Estonia has made its citizenship rules in such a way that people belonging to Russian minority find it difficult to get the right to vote. In Estonia, what happened? They made rules and regulations to get the citizenship in such a way that the people, what happened over there, the belonging to the Russian minority, if they come from the Russian minority, they find it difficult to get the right to vote. That means they were not allowed to give the vote. So this type of things, somehow we see these things, we don't find it democratic country. So somehow if we look the features of the democracy, somehow we get relief. Our country India, see, we have a right of speech, right of freedom, right to vote, right of equality, religions, by caste, we find equal our constitutions, because our constitution protect us. But in this type of countries, we say the people are not protected according to the constitutions or according to the rule of the country. In Fiji, what happened? The electoral system is such that one vote of an indigenous Fiji. Now listen carefully. In Fiji, the electoral system in such a way that one vote of indigenous Fiji has more value than that of the Indian Fijian. So that means the people, those who are indigenous Fiji, have more value than of the Indian Fijian in that country, in Fiji. In a democracy, each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. That means in democracy country, as I told you before, that being an adult was every person have one vote, one value. Now let's come to the another topic, rule of law and respect for rights. Since independence, now we'll discuss about Zimbabwe. Since independence, Zimbabwe ruled by ZANU-PF. What do you mean by ZANU-PF? It's a Zimbabwe, the Zimbabwe African National Union. The full form of ZANU is the full form, the Zimbabwe African National Union, and PAF means Patriotic Front. This party, its leader was Robert Mugabe, has been ruling the country. He is popular but also uses unfair practices in elections. That means this Robert, the leader Robert, he is famous in the country, but he used dirty tricks to win the elections. So maybe like using dirty tricks is the reason that the elections, whenever it happens, the elections in the country, always this party, that means this ZANU-PF, that means the Zimbabwe African National Union, always wins the elections. Opposition party workers are harassed and their meeting disrupted. That means this party, the ruling party, ZANU party, they never give opportunity to the opposition party. Whenever the opposition party, they go for meetings and all, this ruling party go and harass and interrupt it in their meetings and all. So in this way, they use different other dirty tricks. So in this country, whenever the people protest and demonstration against the government, they declare this is an illegal and they were punished. So this type of system, so in this way the people were harassed. Television and radio are controlled by the government and give only the ruling party version. That means televisions and this radios were controlled by the government. That means the Zimbabwe African National Party, the ruling party. So that means only the good parts were shown in TVs and radios. Only the good parts. So that means the illegal things, the dirty tricks were hidden, where they were kept hidden, because these TVs and radios, they don't have any way. They don't have any way. Now see, because the ruling party ruling under them means they have to listen according to them. So that is the reason that they don't have any options. Independent newspapers are there. Independent newspaper also in the country, but the government harasses those journalists who go against it. In this country, whenever there are independent journalists and all, newspapers are there, but if some journalists write against them, they were harassed. Maybe like they were tortured, the family were tortured. So that means the journalists, they were scared of writing against the government. The government has ignored some court judgment. The ruling government, they ignore some judgment, the court, that went against it and has pressurized judges. Even in the court also, they pressurize the judges. They ignore whatever the court says and they pressurize judges to make them free from the illegal cases and all. So this is how the ruling party, they rule in the Zimbabwe. In this case, government is non-democratic, as there is no citizen basic rights, no political opposition, no judiciary system. So that means in democratic country or democratic government, rule with limits set by constitutional law and citizens' right. So that means, but in Zimbabwe, there is no any rights, there is no any basic right of the people, no political opposition, and no proper judiciary system in the country. So that we can say Zimbabwe is not a proper democratic country. Now let's summary of the definitions in very short. Page number 30 on the second row, you can see, let us sum up the discussions so far. We started as simple definitions that democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. We found that these definitions was not adequate unless we explain some of the key word used in it. Through a series of examples, we worked out 4 features. Rulers elected by the people take all the major decisions. That means in democratic country, the rulers elected by the people take all the major decisions. Elections offer a choice and fair opportunity to the people to change the current rulers. We people have right to choose the current ruler. Now that means we cast the board. We waited for 5 years for the development of the country, of your place, but the leaders, they did not work properly. That means we have right to change the government. So that is, the power is voting system. One vote, one value. We have right to change the government. So this happens only in democratic country. This choice and opportunity is available to all the people on an equal basis. And the exercise of this choice leads to a government limited by basic rules of constitutions and citizens' right. So that means constitutions also gives us certain rights. We are, the citizens of the country are always protected by the constitutions of the country. This protects us from each and every negative vibes. So somehow we distinguish many. We read about Mexico, we read about China, Fiji, Pakistan, isn't it? Zimbabwe. We find over here, we found that the system in this country is not a democratic country. Now you can just compare India and these other countries that we read in this topics. So we can easily distinguish a democratic country and non-democratic country. So for today, this much. We'll discuss why democracy on another session, that means on third session. Till then, take care. If any doubts, you can give a comment or you can leave a message that I have given you on previous session. Thank you.